The first step I took into that house, her house, echoed across marble floors I knew she couldn't afford. The music, soft and curated, played from rented speakers. Guests floated through the space, wine in hand, smiles stretched too wide, curiosity flickering behind their eyes. And there I was, standing quietly by the entryway, bourbon in hand, someone else's pour waiting. She didn't see me at first. When she did, her face gave everything away. Her smile paused mid-expression, turning brittle. Her eyes widened, her fingers slackening around her glass. She nearly dropped it. "How did you get in?" she asked, her voice barely above the ambient hum. I raised my glass slightly toward the man beside me. Polished suit, bank-issued authority. The same man who called me 8 weeks ago. Ask him. Her complexion drained like she'd seen a ghost, and in a way, she had. She thought I was gone, buried beneath paperwork, blissfully ignorant. But I was very much alive, and I had come prepared. I used to believe in her. That was my first mistake. We met 9 years earlier. She was warmth, laughter, a presence that made even instant noodles feel like a celebration. When I lost my job for half a year, she carried us, told me to breathe. "We're in this together," she said. I thought I'd found a partner. But sometimes the prize isn't what it seems. Sometimes it's a fuse wrapped in gold foil, waiting to ignite. The first flicker came late one night. A bank notification pinged on my phone. "Your monthly loan payment of $6,312.78 has been processed at 2:14 a.m. I thought it was a phishing scam until I checked. A $600,000 mortgage. My name, my signature. Only I hadn't signed anything. The bank verified everything. ID, address, even those painfully specific security questions. Everything matched, which meant this wasn't identity theft. This was betrayal. I didn't accuse her, not immediately. I needed more than suspicion. I needed certainty. Quietly, I called in a favor from a friend who worked in tech security. We traced digital footprints, IPs, timestamps, logins. All signs pointed back to her. Not a scammer. Not some hacker. Her. The woman I came home to every night. Then came the real hit. The property was 3 hours away in her hometown. A new build registered in her maiden name. Funded through a shell company. The loan was approved with my credit. The co-signature forged. She thought she covered every angle. She almost had, except the notary. He remembered her, alone, no co-signer. She was building a new life without me, using mine. That's when I began my own construction project. One built on evidence. Every message, every forged file, every conversation where she let something slip. I saved it all. Then I went to my lawyer. He didn't flinch, just smiled as he read. We froze the loan, filed for fraud. But we didn't go to the police. Not yet, because just days later, she sent out invitations, a digital housewarming announcement, complete with glittery cursive. Our forever home. She really believed she'd gotten away with it. Her ruse was perfectly executed. She never expected me to show. She imagined I'd be at home, clueless, alone, while she toasted her stolen future. But the keypad on the front door still operated under a code tied to the active loan, my loan, which meant I had legal right to enter. So I walked in, head held high, beside the bank official. To the crowd, I probably looked like part of the celebration until she saw me. "What are you doing here?" she asked. I met her eyes. I should be asking you that, but I already know. The bank rep handed her a manila folder. These documents detail the forged mortgage application and falsified co-signatures. As per Section 144, this qualifies as federal mortgage fraud. The silence that followed was louder than any accusation I could have made. Faces turned. Murmurs spread. Even her mother looked like she'd seen a ghost. She tried to explain, but I cut her off. No more stories. This house is built on lies. On my name, my credit, and your deceit. Then I looked at the bank officer. "She's all yours." He made a call, not to the police, but to internal compliance. Within minutes, her accounts were frozen, her assets locked for review. She looked at me like she'd never seen me before. "You wouldn't," she whispered. I leaned closer. "You already did." They didn't arrest her. I didn't want that. Not that night. I wanted to sit in that house, surrounded by stolen furniture and borrowed admiration, and realize the applause had faded. The walls were hollow, and everything she thought she'd built was crumbling. 2 days later, she left a few bags, no home, no husband, no future. The divorce was quiet. The judgment went in my favor. Every detail backed by cold, hard evidence. She tried to reach out once. I never replied. The final victory wasn't in the courtroom. It was in the silence that followed. A peace she could never buy, and a house she could never call her own.